Hundreds of people have been arrested in what the government has called a week-long crackdown on illegal workers. Almost half were detained during the checks on people working for delivery services, nail salons and restaurants. Will Tullis has this exclusive report.
We're going to be visiting a nail bar in Bristol.
It's late afternoon and we're with immigration enforcement officers in Bristol. They've got intelligence that people might be working illegally at locations across the city. The first target, a nail salon. Officers go in. Within minutes, arrests are made.
3 people have been arrested here, 2 people for working illegally and 1 person for facilitating that illegal work. Officers say this is the 4th time this particular nail salon has been raided in the last year.
The Home Office has today announced £5 million to support these crackdowns on illegal working. They made 280 arrests in the last week of July. But more than 25,000 people have come to the UK illegally in small boats this year, meaning some question how effective this type of enforcement really is.
This premises has been raided 4 times in the last year. Does this not show that this enforcement isn't working?
I don't think so, because our initial approach is to issue civil penalties, but where people continue to offend, we will bring the full weight of our powers.
At least one of those arrested is an asylum seeker. Legally, most aren't allowed to work while their claims are processed.
What do you say to asylum seekers who say, we want to work, we want to pay tax, we want to contribute to this country?
It's really important that we have a fair, balanced system, that those who seek to work illegally should not be allowed to claim asylum support.
Fata is one of around 100,000 asylum seekers awaiting a decision on their asylum claim. He fled violence and threats to his life in his home country and told us work would give him dignity.
It's very stressful, very difficult. If I could work, I could provide for myself and for my family. I would not have to rely on the government.
The Home Office also announced last month it would share the addresses of asylum hotels with food delivery companies to help them clamp down on illegal work. Deliveroo, Just Eat and Uber Eats have met with government and say they have increased checks. Back in Bristol, we move on to the next locations. At this restaurant, no one is found to be working illegally. While some will welcome these raids and arrests, others may question whether this is really enough.
Will is with me now. Will, in a separate development, there have been more protests today outside migrant hotels.
Yeah, that's right, Duncan. So there have been anti-migrant protests in a number of locations this week, including in Bristol today and in Aldershot yesterday. And at those 2 demonstrations and many others, what we've seen is there's also been pro-migrant counter-protesters there too. And after the Southport riots last year, we saw how quickly mis- and disinformation fueled unrest across the country and the role social media played in that. And with more protests scheduled and the potential for more unrest to come, the National Police Chiefs Council has urged communities to carefully consider the information that they read and share online. And they also warned that the spread of disinformation and misinformation can significantly contribute to community tensions and has real-world implications, they've warned.
OK, Will, thank you very much.